Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into an essential topic: website structure and navigation for SEO success in 2025. First, let's talk about why having a well-structured website is so important. It not only makes it easier for search engines to crawl your site, but it also enhances the user experience. And as we know, a better user experience often leads to higher search rankings. Looking ahead to 2025, it's important to recognize that Google's algorithms are continuing to evolve. They're placing greater emphasis on websites with clear architecture and intuitive navigation across all devices. So, if we want to thrive in the digital landscape, we need to adapt to these changes. As we continue, keep in mind, taking a structured approach to your website can dramatically improve your visibility and long-term success. Let's now explore how to build an SEO-friendly site architecture. They say Googlebot is like a hurried tourist. It won't venture down long, winding alleyways to find your best content. That's why your site's architecture isn't just a technical detail. It's a map that determines what gets discovered and what gets buried. Picture 3 paths. First, the flat structure, where key pages sit just a few clicks from the homepage. Easy to find, easy to rank. Next, the deep structure, a maze of menus and submenus where important content can quietly disappear into digital oblivion. And finally, topic clusters, a strategic layout where each pillar page anchors a well-organized neighborhood of related content. In 2025, as attention spans shorten and Google's algorithms grow sharper, the way you structure your site can make or break your visibility. Because here's the truth: it's not just what you write, it's where it lives. And if it's not easy to reach, it might as well not exist. On the London Underground, the most used phrase isn't hello or thank you. It's mind the gap. That tiny pause, the space between where a traveler stands and where they need to go, is everything. Online, your site navigation is that gap. If it's clunky, cluttered, or confusing, users bail. They bounce. And guess what? So does Google. In 2025, the gold standard is clear. Clean menus with 7 to 8 keyword-rich items, critical links placed at the beginning and end, and breadcrumbs that quietly guide users home. Responsiveness isn't optional anymore, it's essential. Navigation must perform like a well-oiled machine on every device, especially mobile, where most decisions are made in seconds. And accessibility? It's not a checkbox, it's a growth strategy. The more people who can explore your site easily, including screen reader users, the stronger your engagement signals, SEO outcomes, and reputation. Simple doesn't mean basic. It means strategic, thoughtful, and user-obsessed. In 2012, the New York Times accidentally no-indexed much of its content archive, decades of journalism instantly buried from search. The root cause? Broken internal linking. Without strategic pathways connecting content, even the best information becomes invisible. Internal linking isn't just a technical SEO task. It's the architecture of discovery. At its foundation, eliminate orphan pages. Every URL should be reachable from at least one other. Beyond that, build crosslinks between related articles, horizontally among sibling topics, and vertically across parent-child themes. Then, organize these into content hubs, clusters centered around a core idea, reinforcing topical authority. And the final flourish? Strategic anchor text. Click here. Won't cut it. Links should carry meaning. Descriptive, keyword-aligned phrases help both users and search crawlers understand where they're going and why it matters. This isn't fluff, it's the connective tissue of a healthy, high-performing site. When done right, internal linking transforms content chaos into a coherent, rankable ecosystem. In 2016, a startup lost all its SEO traffic overnight, not because of bad content or penalties, but due to a sloppy URL structure. A site redesign pushed their pages into long, parameter-stuffed URLs like index.php 8392 and reft ABC. Google blinked, then quietly walked away. URLs aren't just technical pathways, they're signposts, signals. They tell search engines what a page is about before a single line of content loads. A clean, short, keyword-rich URL like /guides, email-marketing-2025/ instantly communicates clarity, intent, and topical focus. Keep it brief. Use hyphens instead of underscores. Naturally include a primary keyword. And ditch the unnecessary parameters. They confuse users and corrode crawlability. This isn't cosmetic, it's structural SEO hygiene. If your URL can't speak for your page, your rankings won't either. Think of every link as a handshake. Make it clear, firm, and unmistakably human. In 2019, a major e-commerce site experienced a 27% drop in traffic, not because their content vanished, but because Google couldn't find it. The culprit? A missing sitemap. Thousands of high-value pages left stranded in plain sight, simply because the bots had no roadmap. Sitemaps aren't just a nice-to-have, they're your site's GPS. XML sitemaps tell search engines where the gold is buried, all your important, indexable, canonical URLs. But here's the catch. They only work if you submit them via Search Console and reference them in your robots.txt file. Think of it as rolling out the red carpet for Google's crawlers. And don't overlook HTML sitemaps. Especially on large or complex websites, they're a gift to users and a subtle SEO signal. They show structure, reduce friction, and reinforce discoverability. In a digital landscape where crawl budgets are limited and attention spans shorter still, providing clear, direct directions isn't just helpful, it's strategic survival. As we transition to discussing robots.txt, let's take a moment to understand its crucial role in your site's SEO strategy. First, it's important to provide clear instructions to search crawlers. The robots.txt file acts as a guide, telling search engines which pages they should crawl and which ones to avoid. Think of it as a traffic signal for your website. Next, consider the principle of keeping it simple. It's essential to maintain clean, concise, and regularly updated directives in your robots.txt file. Overly complex rules can lead to errors or unintended blocking. Clarity is key. Lastly, let's talk about protecting sensitive content. While robots.txt can prevent crawling, it doesn't prevent indexing. To ensure sensitive content isn't indexed, use noindex directives within meta tags or HTTP headers. This is vital for maintaining your site's privacy and integrity. Remember, a well-structured robots.txt file paired with other best practices can significantly enhance your site's visibility and performance in search results.